Hey guys, welcome to another great episode of your favorite podcast in the world. My name is AOT2 and I have my co-host here with me.
Hi guys, it's Ugochi. Welcome to 234.
Yeah. And shout out to all our listeners. Thank you for rocking with us once again. If you're a new listener, let me just break it down for you. 234 Essential is that podcast with over 200 episodes. And that helps you break down the Nigerian life, helps you navigate what it is to live in this country of ours, this great country of ours. I'm also speaking to our folks in the diaspora as well. We had a great episode last week. You should go and listen to that. You can also listen to, like I said, we have over 200 episodes. So you can listen to that during this weekend. Don't listen to it when you're at work, so they won't fire you, or HR won't send a memo or something like that. But anywhere you listen to your podcast, just listen to it and have a great time. We don't really talk about Nigeria's wahala here because Nigeria's wahala is a constant K. So we try and look for the joy and the hope and the upliftment in the little crevices here and there. Yes. And our analysis should not be taken as the one you see on our rise or the one you see on channels. It's just Nigerians letting off steam at the end of the day. So don't take us to the bank. Don't quote us. Don't put us in any constitution. Don't go and tell police that according to AOT2 and Ugochi, you cannot search my car. Because my brother, you will sleep in panty and I will not come out to even defend you. Yes.
Thank you for listening to us. I will defend you.
Okay.
A tribe member will defend. Now, what do you mean? If you go anywhere and say you listen to 234, we'll show for you. Forget it.
Good.
Anywho, you will pay for logistics, shall.
All right. Personally did there. Okay. Anyhow, if you want to send fan mail to us, you can send fan mail at 234essential.com. And we also have a segment called Release Therapy where you can, share the problems of your aching heart as Valentine's Day is creeping. Is your lover not giving you hints that's not giving you Valentine's Day hints? That guy that's your crush, is he playing hard to get now? Or that babe that you really want to be your Val, has she accepted, or is she, here and there? Seen here and there. Is she seen here and there all over Lagos? At the end of the day, not go buy cake that day and the girl go throw your cake inside gutter. Because brother, that one will be release therapy again. That one is straight to Igbobi or Yaba left because you have physical and mental problem. Yes. But send us affairs of the heart. I will give you our modest opinion. But please do know that if symptoms persist after 60 days, please see the nearest psychiatrist if you can afford one. If you cannot afford one, please go to the strip club and let a fat, thick woman shake her yash on your head. It will reset the default setting. Thank you.
Fair point. I actually agree with that. Thick thighs save lives. So Don't play with that, you guys. For real. That's the gospel. Hey, we didn't say it, But these are our terms and conditions. Some days it's 30 days, some days it's 60 days, some days 1 week.
It's according to the
trust us.
It's according to the Nigerian Medical Association. They move like that. According to the new faction of who is the president. Say presidents they plenty for this association.
Oh my God.
They get new faction. So as they update them, we to guys update them so that we don't fall behind. We do not fall behind. Okay.
I think that it's just best for people to know that the terms and conditions are adjustable in alignment with your.
It's in the fine print too. It's in the fine print. The fine print that you people don't want to read.
Exactly.
Up there. It's there. It's
just
in black and white.
I think I now have an idea for what a legal person is going to, like a legal practitioner is going to do on this podcast. It would be to ask the ultimate question. Do Nigerians really read the terms and conditions, and do we honor it?
It's not Nigerians. Do human beings read terms and conditions? Nobody reads it.
I mean, people sign contracts. Don't you read contracts that you sign?
No, but when you upload the new iOS, right? I don't know whether it's after or before. There's this long ass page you have to.
That one.
I agree. Most people don't read it. Although there's some people in America. There are some people in America who read it and they take Apple to court for some reason. I'm like, bro, at the end of the day, they don't beg you may use that phone. Just drop it. I'm gonna use payphone at the end of the day. Don't bother yourself.
No.
Don't bother yourself. Who is reading fine print? First of all, I don't even understand English. The English is creative, is written in a way that you will not understand.
In legal terms,
Yes,
in
and
legal lingo.
I don't have time to be printing 40 pages on it. Go to business center and go and print 40 pages. Why? I want to
Interesting.
understand what Apple is telling me in the distance. Apple, please, anybody, steal my data, sell it to China, sell it to people in
See,
Mars, sell it to people in Neptune.
no,
I don't care.
we don't support that. We don't support
Okay.
that behavior over here. I'm sorry.
All right.
We if we are not going to read the fine lines, we're going to give it to a lawyer to read the fine lines. Say you, this is
Very
what
good.
this is the contract that we have. Read it. That's
Thank
that's
you.
that's why lawyers don't make
Do
money in
you
this
know?
part of the
Do you know
world.
lawyer atomic bomb? Lawyer atomic bomb. That's Lassie Selenu's lawyer character.
Eh,
Now,
oh,
now ain't going down for us.
my lord, may I?
After we give him triplicates and passport photo,
Oh my god.
and photocopy.
See, but we have really good lawyers in Nigeria. That's the truth.
Uh,
Um,
Now until I enter police problem, I go know if I get good. Whether we get good lawyer.
See, but we should even just know these things. It's just how there's such a big gap between like Nigerians and the law. Like we don't have we all have fuzzy ideas of some things, and that's why we're easily deceived, to be honest. And that's why the country is just even the way it is because there is no there's no reminder of the law in any way. There's only brute force. So if you do some, if they see you with that hair, you are not, yeah, Yahoo boy, they arrest you just like that. There's only brute force. We don't know our rights. We don't know what it is that we're supposed to do when we're in certain cases. We don't. People just sign contracts they don't even read. And
Mm.
you know what? We're all guilty of that. That's the truth. We're all guilty of that. It's just like that terms and conditions. Now you probably just be like, what is legal jargons? Let me just
See,
be there. You
this
know.
contract thing, this contract
Mm.
thing started in the days of Jacob and Esau.
And to write it
Uh-huh.
out.
So,
Mm.
he done the
Facts though.
one of the first books in the Bible. He done this since it have
See,
taken. No be
that
today.
is that is why God kept on telling them from the days of even Abraham that he will keep his promise.
Mm.
Hold me to my promise. A covenant keeping God. It is sign contract. We know they sign, but it is sign. That's why you need to hold on to the Almighty. You guys, covenant keeping God for real. Human beings they can
Covenant
lie.
keeping God.
Let's go. No, no
Mm.
one like you. I thought we were about to enter into it, but
No, no, thank
I
you.
love this spirit we're on. Pumped.
We're about to enter family. Thank you very
Before we
much.
enter fan mail, there's something else you said that I want to bring your notice to because you
What's
cannot
that?
gloss over it. And if you don't answer it now, you still answer it later. So now February 14 is upon us.
A pagan holiday. Yes.
I need to change this year. You need to also allow love enter your heart. It's not about
Mm.
being pagan and all those things. You need to
Our
oh
no, our love. As long as
2025.
our love, as long as the love is what that is buying me gifts, I'm fine. Please, I
Oh,
would like to, if you can just go to the Nike store in Kajasi,
okay.
just more. You have like
I love
300K.
it.
I want Nike sneakers. My size is size 46. Thank you very. I know ask for
Yeah.
too much. I know ask for too
I
much.
love this. I
Thank
love
you.
DM for address and phone number
Yes.
for delivery.
Thank you. Please do not do money bouquet or banana because I will chase you with dog. Dog that has rabies. Thank you.
Ah, see, I beg, I just need money. If you're admiring me secretly, money. See, hard currency, oh, please, in dollars and pounds, money, like at least 20. See, okay, let me not be greedy. $5,000 right now. I think
Mm.
that's okay. I will breathe all right. I'll breathe
Mhm.
okay. You understand? My breathing will come back normally. You understand? But we'll talk about Valentine's because I think it's something that we need to. Valentine's coming. It's a whole thing.
Valentine is coming.
Calm
Where
down.
is your boyfriend?
Let's go.
Okay, please let's
Are you
drop
follow
into
through?
the.
When I get into the song, then you stop.
Oh, sorry, no verse.
Do the complete version first, if you
That's
know
the only
it.
line I know. Valentine is
Ah,
coming.
oh.
Uh,
Where is your
lonely.
boyfriend? Where is your
Yeah.
girlfriend?
Uh-huh.
You are sitting at home, lonely. Now
Shout
that's
out to
it.
that guy. Shout out to that
I'm
guy that
telling you,
composed that classic.
an
Okay,
anthem.
fan mail. Here we go. Fan mail
Whoop, whoop.
number one is from Anonymous. Hi, AOT2 and my very, very gorgeous mama. Two love emojis. I've been meaning to
Hmm.
write to the pod for such a long time, but I never get around it. I'm Ugochi's first child. Wow.
Love
Ellipsis.
it.
She had me when she was in uni. Bracket. I'm sure you guys will be surprised the Ghost Alliance is being with me. But yeah, that's
I'm
me.
sorry.
Triple exclamation marks. Thank you guys for us recording and making sure some of us have company when we do our day to day. You're welcome. I have a lot I want to say, but first I want to kindly request you guys to watch Eve and Ivy on Prime Video. I really want to hear your
Mhm.
take on the movie. P.S. I know AOT2 is not a big fan of Nollywood. LOL ellipsis, but I beg. I'm a big fan of Nollywood. As long as it's not trash, I'm okay with it. That's the problem.
True. True.
Then maybe in my next write up, I'll comment more deeply about US elections because I feel most Nigerians supporting Trump is for the wrong reasons. Really, I
Mm.
wonder why. That everybody now knows that people supporting Trump did it for the wrong reasons. What must have happened since the day of his inauguration to now? Hmm. Please stay tuned for next week's drama unfolding.
Love
Anyway,
it.
back to the back to the family. I can't believe they actually consider Trump a Christian and person with Christian values. Very laughable, but sure. Okay, before I go into my ranting, please make I stop here. I just wanted to take the time to write to you guys today, so it's not another procrastinated fan mail. Scratch that
Mm.
family mail. New
Yeah.
category where I form for myself and TLC. LOL, very audacious, right? Well, I'm Igbo Stallion's offspring, so I guess it's expected. We do be having
Yes.
audacity in our family. Limau.
Listen, girl, that's it.
Anyway,
Period.
thanks for the time
Agree.
and bye for now. Until next time, love the Igbo Stallion's first child. Please keep my real name anonymous if you know it. LOL. Well, it's anonymous, so don't bother yourself. Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah. Thank you for
See,
sending us the file mail. Woohoo. And this one is titled, I hope Night Post delivers on time. Shout out to Nana for delivering on time. Yes.
I love it. Thank you so much. See, first of all, I'm excited. My leg is shaking. See, I love you so much, my baby. Thank you so much for writing 2234. You guys, I'm so emotional. The cat is out of the bag. The Igbo stallion has a child in uni. But
In
I beg. Nobody
Ngozi don't get
should
belly.
see make of that's what you must. But don't shall drag me. Nobody should just stress me. But yes, thank you so much. I'm so happy you wrote finally, and we're going to watch Ivy and Eve or Eve and Ivy on Prime Videos, whatever that is.
Please. As long as you watch Nosferatu first, I'll watch Ivy and whatever.
Send me the name now. Is it on YouTube?
It's not, no,
What's
Nosferatu is
that?
the horror film that just came out. Though. Came out in December.
Eh,
Yes.
yeah, I don't know. Send it to me. I like to watch it.
Okay. I'll send I'll
Let
give you
me.
the link.
The,
Don't
the
worry.
name sounds very Arabic.
And it's very
Is it?
Eastern European actually.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, thank you so much for writing. I'm excited. And this family meal sounds interesting though, because I mean, quite a family here. Abby,
Yeah.
what do you think? You don't
Yeah.
think so?
We know our family. The family doesn't give us pizza when we request for new increment in salary. Say sorry, guys. You know we are going through a very hard first quarter, but the management sees your efforts, and because of that, Friday is Pizza Friday. So invite your friends. We'll play PS5 and we eat pizza. Drinks everywhere. Woo! Nigerians. Nigerian
But
HR.
you know
Nothing.
what?
Nothing the Nigerian HR never do.
You're so scared. I look at the way you said this. It's almost like you read a script.
Yes, that's what they tell you now. They give you that, something is in the pipeline. We're working hard towards it right now. So just for everybody to cool down and enjoy yourselves. Friday we close off early, and in short, when they now want to finish it, when they want to now spend the money,
Mm.
what you guys should realize, say Friday karaoke nights. Everybody we go hang out at karaoke bar. Woo! Monday, HR go send the email. Why didn't you? Please, in this month, you've only come to work 5 times early. Early 5 times.
Walk
Please.
and play, please.
Hey,
Walk and play.
guy, man, we all know
See,
those speed, Jerry.
if HR doesn't do that, the alternative thing that they'll do is to play the blame game. For instance, when you don't get paid on time, they start to tell you, "Hey, how much did you make this month that you are asking for pay?" Just
Now
like
that is more than red flag. That's crimson flag. That's
it's just like,
scarlet flag. That's bad.
do you get it? Like, why, how does that affect what we agreed that we'll be doing? Did I do the work? I did the work. The money is not in my pocket as much as I want to really tell you that. However, please, can you pay me what I'm due before I scatter this entire office? That's what like. I'll really go crazy. That holding money, because after they do all these team bonding things, sometimes they will not say there is no money in the office to pay salary at
Please,
the end of the month.
You mentioned something now that I want to just do a small rant about. It's not even
Let's
the
go.
major
Let's
one.
go. I want it.
Please,
Yes, I am.
when when it is time for team bonding, know that my motive there is to eat and drink. Don't come and tell me now it's time for us to know everybody in the company. So everybody will stand up one at a time and you say something about yourself that nobody knows. No,
Oh my
play
god.
music, let me eat, let me drink, and let's play soccer if we're going to the beach and let's go home. This is not AA meeting. So tell us about yourself. 5 years ago, I took my first bottle of alcohol. I'm an alcoholic. Hi, my name is Jeff. Hi, Jeff. No, 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 no. I don't want to know anybody. If I wanted to know anybody in the office, I would have known them since. I do not want to talk to other people in other departments. I don't like them. I just came to do my work. Please, you people lie that there'll be food and drinks. This is 30 minutes and I'm not seeing food and drinks. I've only seen badly managed small chops. And the small chops is cold. Please,
I'm
let us be
dying.
serious. Let us be serious.
Jesus.
HR should stop that thing. Let us know ourselves. Why are we knowing ourselves? Is this an orgy? Is this an
It's
orgy?
a team bonding exercise, Ayo.
The
Team
thing,
bonding.
if you cannot bond inside your office, you cannot bond outside. Simple as that. Finish. If
But
I want
that's not
business, if I
true.
want business, I just tell HR, please, order that. Maybe know you, please, play Bedu, everybody chop. That is when people even show when they're eating, when they're drinking. Oh, hi, hi, oh, yeah. But you now come out. So we just have a new intern. Can you stand up and tell us about yourself? What people don't know?
Yes.
You now put the poor girl on the spot. The girl now be talking, or you put the poor girl. No, I don't want to know you. I came to get my work done. We are not a family. We are co-workers in this business. Thank you.
Oh my
I
god.
don't need to know your blood type, your genotype, whether you're married, nothing.
You're ancient and modern. You're before and now, and you're
I
after.
beg. I can't do all that, please. One thing that nobody knows that why? Why? Or
Because you're bonding as a
everybody now
team.
everybody now finishes, everybody now speaks, the HR now call. To know the people who were listening, I will ask 5 people now to mention the names of another 5 people.
Yes.
Why? Are we doing a census? Are the children of Israel gathering to do a census? Why do I need to know you? You are not my next of kin. You're not my emergency contact. I don't need to know you, please.
Oh
Ah,
my god.
there's even
I
scrap that
love
thing
it.
from they scrap that thing from team bonding to team fun. Just office
You get
fun.
it.
Office
Precisely
fun.
that.
We are not bonding anything. There's no bond. We are not doing Holy Communion. We are not holding hands. Please.
Oh,
HRs beware. Whoever taught HRs those things, they should just cancel it now in their curriculum. It's useless.
an
Thank
amazing
you.
laugh.
Thank
Oh,
you. Let us
I,
know ourselves.
I know the interesting thing. You
Yeah.
speak for a lot of people when
Yes.
you
What
say
is the
that.
purpose?
Actually,
When
you
you
speak
when
for a
you
lot of
when
people.
you hired me, did you not
Introverts.
when you hired me, did you take me around the whole company to know everybody? Why must I now want to know everybody?
Yes, now. And that's wrong if they didn't do that. They should take you around the company to actually know. These are the issues. This is the very issue. You know what? I agree with what you have just said. And I'm so grateful for that rant because that rant is
Ah,
important.
pe-
There are a lot of people like
like,
that. But
people are
it's team
hungry.
bonding.
People are
But
hungry.
you
You don't.
eat
People are hungry. You know, I want to see when I get there. I want to start eating. I want to be fed,
immediately.
fed, fed like a swine. Not this rub. Who is
Listen,
team bonding? Anybody where I
I
know,
love it.
I don't need to know and be that. I don't care. I don't care for you or your existence. Nothing.
I think it's because you're a writer. I
It's not.
feel.
See, I've been to companies where team bonding people say, "Oh God," you see us, we go and hide somewhere. When they bring the food, just let us come and eat. What is all that one? HR, sit down. Are you not not tired? Be a human being for once. Ah,
His
also here,
human resources. The
most of them
humans are his job.
at this point it looks like AI resources, AI human resources, because they are
Please
too.
don't kill me.
I beg, I beg, I beg.
He's not, that's exactly, he's being flexible.
It's not
And he
no
wants you to get to know each other so that you can
flexi.
work better with each other.
Flexible is
Because how are
when
you
you
going
see.
to work with somebody you don't know about?
Flexible is when the CSO shows you a clip of 2 people having sex in the office and you close eye. Not that you gotta reprimand them and send them official warning mail. That is flexible. Not you say, excuse me, office premises are not meant for blah blah. You not concern your organ. Your organ deliverable day. We are fine. Thank you. Okay, fanmail too.
I
Thank you for my mini rants, for accommodating my mini rants. Thank you very much.
see, we have a lot of a high percentage of the people who listen to 234 are
See,
young
young
people
people, once they
between
say,
20.
when they say office bonding, go and hide in one place. Go
See,
and hide inside toilet until it's finished.
I'm not going to
Your
agree to
job,
this,
your
please.
KPI in team bonding is to eat the food. Because that's the least they give. You don't increase your salary. Eat the food where. Okay.
Yo, please. The idea of team bonding is for the team to bond, to get to know each other,
Why are
to
we bond? Are we
build
going to
a
war?
real
Are
for
we playing football?
cohesion.
We are not
See, you
glued.
because you cannot build in isolation. You need to build in cohesion. You
Uh,
cannot build. You cannot build without knowing your team. I understand that it is really like depressing and gives major anxiety to meet everybody in the company or to be loaded with so much information like that. However, it's important because how best can you work with people you don't know? And you work better with people when you know them better, a little better. You just do a quick vetting, kini, and just that's it. But it's important to know those people. So please, people, when you go to team bonding, yes, eat the food though, but like bond, a lot of the work that you do is supposed to be smart work, not hard work. And part of smart work is collaboration, collaborating and working together. You don't need to do the work all by yourself. If you find people in your team that know the right thing to do and can do it, please delegate, give it out. Don't hold yourself. Say, oh, I don't want. Know the people, oh, because my dear, know the people and know the politics and play it. Know them, know them. There are people that are moving up the ladder. They don't know anything, but they are playing the politics sweet. If you like, they sit down, they say, look at that person too. Follow them, oh. If
Please,
you
file mail too. Thank you very much.
follow
Those
them,
those who have ears, as Paul has written the church to the members of Antioch. Uh-huh.
yes,
They've understood
and
what the
In Corinthian, in the
they understood
Corinth,
they understand what the Lord is saying. Anywho, file mail too. Okay. Family 2 is I won't say it's a rebuke, it's a rejoinder from what we said about the famous Christian sect, Jehovah's Witness. So somebody's about to take us to church or temple.
let's go.
Greetings, Mr. Ayomide Tayo. Please, first of all, it's not that serious, Mr. Ayomide Tayo. I'm not a tax collector. I'm not a thrift collector. Please, it's not that serious. I'm Madam Ugochi. Once again, we said it's not that serious. This is not a Nollywood film. Please call me Deku. I'm a Jehovah's Witness. Woo-hoo. And I listened on the
Love it.
pod where Ayomide Tayo mentioned that Jehovah's Witnesses do not take medicine, and the further went to say that we will witness Jehovah. Laughing emoji, two eyes, 2 tears falling down. Unlike the average person who will get pissed, unlike the average person who will get pissed how about I take a different approach to just inform rather than attack Mr. Tayo. First of all, this Mr. Tayo is jarring. Please take it down.
I love it. Is it like continue to call him Mr. Tiger? He doesn't like it. Do it.
Well,
I'll do it.
JW's, this is what HRs will say. Please, Mr. Tayo, can you get up and just say your name and tell us
Exactly.
what you like about, since you come into this company, what you've learned and what you like about working about this company. I like the fact that you pay me on time. Thank you very much. Well, going back to the mail. Well, JWs do take medicine and would encourage anyone who needs the help of a doctor to kindly do as faith healing is not one of our religious beliefs. The Bible and Matthew 9:12, Jesus said, healthy people do not need a physician, but those who are ill do. Coming from 001 himself, acknowledging that doctors are important. I believe you are saying Jesus Christ is 001. Because for a second there, I thought you were talking about Davido. It was confusing.
Oh, God.
However, I would like to point out that we do not involve ourselves in blood transfusion because the Bible clearly states that we should abstain from blood. Many will be concerned that it's risky, but studies have shown that there's an alternative method and many vital surgeries have been successfully done without blood, and many doctors have found that it's more safe as it reduces the risk of blood transmitted diseases and complications. Bloodless surgery that seems to have been discovered for Jehovah's Witnesses now serve humanity in general. That's good to know. This is just so brief so that the mail won't be too lengthy. But if you'd like to know more, I'll leave a link to our website here a link to our website so you can check it out. And he left the link is there. Nana, please put this in the show notes. Thank you very much.
Please.
Lastly, I'd like to appeal that another misconception about Jehovah's Witnesses be clarified before it's released, because I acknowledge that you have a very large platform Thank you very much. Yours truly, Deku. Thank you, Deku, for telling us that, for clearing up that misconception that they do not take drugs. Now we do know they take drugs of the beneficial kind. So yes, please, do not say that about Jehovah's Witnesses again. Uh-huh. And you also reinforce the belief about blood transfusion, which is clear. And my view about religion is to each his own. Whatever rocks your boat is fine. And now moving on from, uh,
Ah,
Jehovah Witness,
please.
I will now turn my attention to the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints and ask why they like wearing white and black, since they're not lost to
Oh
them.
my God, I
Thank you very much.
please.
Thank you very much. Yes, we'll clear them. Now one by one, we're going to clear
Oh,
them. Let everybody know. So
oh
somebody
my God.
who is a listener, please tell us why the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints should not be considered a cult, but a subsect of Christianity. Thank you very much. Over
Do you
to
know
our
I
correspondent, Ugochi.
it's how you don't like Mr. Tayo, but you're always on the news. I'm confused. You know, every day now they give me correspondence. Not that I'm complaining. No, I'm okay with that. But Mr. Tayo, thank you so much, Mr. Tayo from the Lagos studio. Good evening, Lagos, Nigeria. This evening, how are you doing today? Great. Anyway, what I wanted to say in essence is I actually do know people who are Jehovah's Witnesses or who are Jehovah's Witness. And I think that maybe when we even said that, it was probably okay, maybe Ayo was, I don't know if it was, if he knew or he didn't know, but I thought it was banned personally. But I do know a something or one or two things about Jehovah Witnesses. I actually do respect them. I've noticed all the Jehovah Witnesses in my life as friends, and I say this because I have Jehovah Witnesses in my life. That's why I want to just. That's why I'm even having this conversation in this way. They are very knowledgeable people, and it's just not even just about the Bible. Of course, they read the Bible like they comb through it through the year at their gatherings. They call them. They don't call them churches. I think that's what it's called, gatherings. I'm not sure. They comb through the Bible. But it also gives them that thing where they know how to break down things very well. I don't know if anybody who has Jehovah Witnesses in their lives also experienced this, but they are really good at explaining complex ideas. I promise you, my life has been touched and changed by three, especially, and I want to thank them. One is not alive anymore, but like, I'm really grateful to them for the ways that they have shown up and the way that they have just even assimilated what they know so much that, they are able to just break down things. I really admire it. However, um, yeah, tell us more things, about we can't know it all, and because he has mentioned that we're a global or a big platform, which we rightly are, and we don't want to be feeding people with the wrong information. That's why we have fan mails. Tell us what's happening with what it is that you said. There's no problem in counteracting if we do it respectfully, why not? If not, family must fight and family must disagree. In fact, people must disagree in general. So, yeah, I really love this. And I love that you're clearing this Mr. Deku or Miss Deku. I don't know whoever this person is, male or female. I know is Deku. But yeah, Jehovah Witnesses for sure. And I think that it's a conversation because they're quite fascinating, to be honest. And I don't know how to explain it. I'll give you one gist after this podcast about Jehovah Witnesses and their presence in my life. But quite fascinating. I really want if people can talk, if we can have such rounded conversations as well about these things, that would be great. So thank you for writing, Mr. Deco. Please
Thank
people
you,
send
Mr.
more
Doku.
fan mail.
Yeah, please
Yes.
do. And Mr. Doku, when you're writing, please can you just send us like subscription of a week so that we can, because I like a week. A
Yes.
week
Or
is actually
Watchtower.
dope. Or Watchtower, yeah, any of the two.
Yeah.
Please don't not Deeper Life. Please do not send Christian women
Please
soldiers or
don't kill
something like that.
me.
Thank you.
Woman mirror, woman
Women
mirror.
mirror, yeah, we don't know. Women don't need mirror again. We are fine. We are okay. Thank you very
Women are
much.
in the mirror now. They are in fact standing in front of the mirror completely.
Good for
But
them.
But it's so crazy. I don't know if they still do those things or that's deeper life. Do they still do women mirror?
I haven't seen it in a while, so I can't
Same.
say. I know that they still do rhapsodies on reality, sir. Yes, I
Oh
know that one.
yeah. I
Yeah.
recently had a copy. Somebody saw me jogging one morning and gave it to me actually. The woman specifically packed to give it to me.
What I've not seen in a while. Um, Is it Gideon New Testament Bible? I haven't seen that in a while though.
Oh no, I've seen.
Oh, for real?
Oh,
Back then, they used to just pull up in our schools and just give us by force. I remember they gave one girl that is a Buddhist. Or
oh wait, did you say Gideon New Testament Bible?
yes, that's what it's
Oh
called
no, no,
now.
no, no.
Yeah, that
No, I
blue, that
haven't.
tiny blue one.
That
Yeah,
blue small one. No,
yeah.
is it Gideon? I just used to call it New Testament Bible because it was pocket
Me,
size and small.
I just believe it was Gideon. I don't know. I can't remember. It's been a while. I haven't seen any
Yeah,
copy.
that
Back
Bible
then,
though.
they used to put it inside hotel rooms so that
See,
when you are doing the deed, the guilty conscience
you
can
think
catch
about
you.
God
It go shock you. Oh yes, it's
in
called
case
the
you
Gideon.
transist it.
It's actually
Mm-hmm.
called the Gideon New Testament Pocket Bible.
Interesting.
Mm. Very,
Never
very,
knew it was Gideon.
yeah, it was Gideon. Yeah, very like nice, well designed blue. You know,
The
that was dope.
cover was really, the leather
Yeah,
cover was
they
really
used to pull
nice.
up in our school that time and give us by force. Like you children
Mm-hmm.
must hear the word of the Lord. Wow.
So many things that have just changed over the years that we have not noticed that has just gone right by us. Do they still use songs of praise in school?
I believe they should still do. Oh man,
Hmm.
the art of stealing song of praise. Oh Lord.
Listen,
You
should
go
be
steal another
studied.
person own. Where the person wrote his name, you remove it.
You
You
would
not
tear the
wrap it.
cover
You not wrap it with the new with
with
cardboard. You
news
say this
with
this is my own.
newspaper.
Say this man, I just bought this one. What do you mean? This is not your own. Or stealing tie. Ah, Grace High School.
I
You will steal
swear.
tie too. God.
Oh my word.
Well,
Do you know what I miss though?
oh,
You know those calendars that companies used to give people at the end of the year that you have
bloody
in your house
waste.
and change?
Bloody waste of paper.
Oh my God. I loved those things.
Ah, people used to
You know
hustle
that
and mostly for that thing. Ah,
yes, now
when it's
I miss
generalized, just
calendars.
say this simply. Mostly was working in mobile. They say, please, they know that mobile
Yeah.
has really great calendar. They need calendar.
Mm,
Also, not bring like 20 home. Ah,
I
no,
love it.
I never understood that. I said,
I don't
Sorry, what do you need calendar for? Don't you know the dates? Like, bro,
no, but like it's those simple things that we've just sort of like forgotten.
it's
Like,
good
why do
because
you have to check
I
your
never,
phone for everything?
I never liked it as an interior decor piece. Like, so you have a calendar. So
What?
what? Yeah. Are you,
No, I loved it.
do you plan to go somewhere on a vacation, on a voyage to go and look for a new country that nobody has seen
See,
before?
in my house where we grew up, there was a calendar in every room. Everybody, and you change it every month consciously. My dad would come to the room and say, change your calendar. The month has gone. So you're consciously looking at it.
Two things I like that they removed: calendars and wall clocks. It's in your pockets now. Don't
What?
bother.
I
There's no
on no
need.
way.
There's no need.
I'm what? There is so much need. Why is there no need?
You will come and
See,
wind the clock with that tiger battery.
no, see, that's why. See, I know people are no longer buying batteries anymore. That's
It's good
another
now.
sad thing. Now,
That's
but
it.
we're going back to buying batteries because people now have inverters. Well, in Nigeria, sha.
But those are not like AA batteries now.
You know the thing, we need to bring back those things. First of all, they were really good for business awareness. People ask that what was the form of marketing when there was no social media. It was things like this, branded stuff, daily useful day-to-day things were branded from different companies. That's how you even knew that you're working for a good company. Now these days they're calling it merch because it's cool. But
Please.
those days,
The number one way you know they are working for a good company, they give you 30th month salary. That's the only thing. Don't bother
I
yourself.
mean, if they give you health care, first of all, that 13th
No,
month,
that was a
yeah,
given.
great.
That was a given.
That
That they only
who
argue that
told you
one.
is a giving?
No,
But
no,
there are
no, no.
people working in this country right now that they don't know that they should be having employee health care schemes.
Uh-huh.
Because a lot of companies are cutting back on it just to
Okay.
save running costs
Okay.
or operational or operating costs, OPEC.
All right.
Let's yeah,
Anyway,
that's why bring back
next up,
calendars.
next up, how our week went. Ugocha and I, our week jammed. You collaborated. But we're going to talk
Intersected.
about. We'll just give you. I'm sure she'll just give you a brief.
You know why you start first,
Description.
please? Because
Okay.
that you're happy.
Okay.
Before you say brief.
My week was good. My week was salary week, so that is always good news anytime. Thank you,
Please send us
accountant,
money.
for not dragging it into February. Because some of us will not die for road.
I hope you
Yeah,
send me money. I'm a small
money,
business owner. Invest
money
in
that's
me.
free. You know the worst thing. You know the best thing. you can get in a month is your salary.
Tell
The
me.
worst thing is the next day after you get your salary. Because
Billing, billing,
when you
billing,
finish
billing.
cutting it and dicing it out, you're like, bro, what's this at the end of the day? But
I don't take bullying stuff.
last week was good. Yeah. Rich and I met on a Saturday. We'll talk about it later on the pod, and we waka like people we no get a house for Lagos. Yes, and we ended it with a lovely meal at. I won't mention anywhere the place anyway, but we ate there. Sha. So last week was good. Nothing much, no highlights though. I don't think there was any major highlight though. It was just good all around. No good vibes. Yeah,
Ah,
Kulichana.
I don't really learn from this one. Way you do. Maybe like sit at the blueprints where I go use be that.
Now so.
Because if na me start, I for don't tell everybody wetin we do. Make I talk true.
Oh
I for
no.
don't say
The art
we
of
went
suspense.
somewhere.
The art of suspense.
I will tell you people the truth. I will say where we went to first. Okay, but fair enough because it's a whole thing that we have to talk about for real. I feel like this that thing we're going to talk about, we even need to bring it up on another episode, but we
No
shall come
wahala.
to that.
No wahala.
My week was great. Um, my God, my week was great. I thank God for the past week, to be honest. I had my ups and downs per usual, but it wasn't so bad. A couple business conversations that I'm yet to lock in on. By the grace of God soon. A couple also locked in. Whoop whoop. So that's good. Um I also hung out with my former teammates from Gamsport. Hi Gamsport. Hey guys. We met up and it was actually a party because as it stands right now, I think everybody at that party no longer works at Gamsport, sadly. But it was a nice reunion of sorts. We had a great time. I missed them and we went to have drinks somewhere on the mainland at Yaba. I think it's called you guys, me and names. I shall know how to reach there. Shall somewhere close to Yaba Tech, I think. We had such a great time there. The music was great. It was also live band anyway. Um and just really catching up with people I used to work with before and knowing what it is they're up to now. Everybody's up to something interesting, which is great, which means there's opportunities for collaborations, there are opportunities to expand your network into new ecosystems. So that's good. That was the person one of the people that I used to work at Gamsport that right now owns a brand called Unruly. I was telling you about. He had done his first hardcover magazine and really fine print, amazing, and basically capturing Dirty December in Lagos. And I thought it was amazing. Not to go too much into Unruly, but hopefully someday we have that conversation. So yeah, I was had a great time with them. I also had some friends come through for me this week in ways that I never imagined, to be honest. Big shout out to Telma. Thank you, my love. Big shout out to Kofo. Big shout out to Toyosi. Big shout out to my baby Precious. Big shout out to see everybody. In fact, my family. Thank you so much. It was quite the week, but thank God say we get good and we get better people too. Yeah, but it was great. Um and then AOT2 and I saw at a undisclosed location at an undisclosed time on Saturday the next day. And we had a great time. Yes, we had a great time.
Yep.
We wait a time in can I give hints?
Yeah. They'll still know at the end
Okay,
of the day.
great.
So
A time we had time to consume history and preserved history. All the locations we went to, you know that we were consuming history, a lot of
yep.
history. Yeah,
Yep.
everywhere we went to three different places that day. So we were hard for real. Yeah, we went to refresh our history and refresh our minds to be sure to come here and tell more of the Nigerians in Nigeria and in the diaspora, because a lot of our listeners are in the diaspora.
want to tell you something about the country so that when you are angry with Nigeria, you can have context to be angry. You understand? Not that you just be angry, just be angry. You will have context, historical context for the anger.
But yeah, that's how the week went. Hi,
Cool.
Namdi.
Cool. Okay, X of the week. Gang. This is
Gang.
for all our prospective landlords. Not landlords, but I think a lot of people have gone through this rigmarole
Okay.
before. This rigmarole.
It's not
Uh,
easy.
it's not easy. We'll just talk about it now. So this young gentleman, K Weezy, tweeted. This has 2.8 million views by the way. He tweeted, no matter how sad their story is, don't let anybody move into your house. Gang.
Close cutting.
And the lady underneath this tweet said, you see that? So she tweeted, you see that I just want to stay for a few weeks. Don't be deceived, though. Now pure
Preach.
formats. And this is very true. I had somebody told me this. I can't remember who told me this. He said, as a guy, once you get like your first apartment or your second apartment, your first apartment especially, do not be in a hurry to furnish it. Say why? I would ask why. He said, because you obviously your guys will come, and when they say that this is a very well furnished house, they see couch, they see chairs, they see flat TV screen, they say you get big MTN 5G router, you get PS5, you get DSTV, internet they work, everything they work. They check you open your fridge, it's always stocked. That is when you hear, bro, I feel crash for your side. I just get one small issue with my landlord. That crash for your side, it will be like 18 months. That guy no go leave your house. So do your best. What the guy advised was that furnish your bedroom very well. But you see that living room, oh God. Make sure that you sit down on the floor. I know, men, we don't have time. If you go to your guy's house and there's no furniture, you don't care. You sit down on the floor, you're fine.
That's right.
Yes. So make it look like that so that the guy will not think, okay, this guy can accommodate me. No, there's no accommodation. There's no accommodation. Don't let that enter your bedroom. Everything is okay there. Once you now start doing MTV crews, bro, get ready to be a landlord. Get ready to be a landlord, and there'll be a tenant from hell. They won't cook food, they won't contribute to food or any other bill in their house, but they want to go to the kitchen and see food, right? They want to come home and see electricity. They want there to be, they won't pay security on your account. They won't be dragging DSTV to you. When me, I'm watching DSTV, right? You to not say, oh, please, can we check channel something? Are you mad? Is this your house?
Do you have a personal experience of this?
I know people with personal experiences. Me, no, I cannot. Me, no. I'm not a. I know did that kind of level. I'm sorry. Be on your own. Be on your own.
Don't see. Okay, if you don't have a personal experience with it, have you ever been the person who has to depend on somebody to stay somewhere?
No, me.
Yeah.
I'll rather the ground swallow me.
Please don't tell me.
Even in cases where you sleep over your guy's place, maybe you guys went party and everything. Trust me, by 6 o'clock, man, I don't leave. 6 a.m. I don't call Uber. I don't leave. Daybreak, man, I don't able to see daybreak. Man, I don't even see the sun they rise. I don't go because I don't want. I don't want to inconvenience anybody.
Uber.
I don't want to inconvenience anybody in their home or anything because it really takes a lot to accommodate somebody. You don't know what the situation was going on. So you know some people that sleep over for the night. 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock. Oga, what's happening? Are they fighting your area? Is OPC fighting APC in your area? Can't you not go home? I beg. The worst one I hate. This is the worst one. And some guys do this a lot. This is where men has come. You will bring babe to your babe to your guy's house and you will knock the babe there. Why? What level of decency is that, please?
I thought it was a bro code thing you guys used to do.
Which bro code?
Mom.
If you have enough money to
now
carry
why I
babe,
ask?
If you have enough money to carry babe, better carry a go guest house. My house is not a slaughterhouse. It is not here for slaughtering or anything. We're not slaughtering. The only thing we are slaughtering here is chicken on Christmas Day.
That's on P.
We are not slaughtering any human person here
I
at
love
all.
it.
At all.
In any
I
form,
beg.
shape, or manner.
And the girl to now come, you'll be shaking your up and down. Madam, will you carry your behind away from what do you mean?
You
Please.
don't know waiting the guy tell her. Maybe they say now you they squat for the house now.
That now Google punish her. Google punish her. Ogu tickling balls is mad.
Hey God, too funny. You know
I
what?
beg. Do not overstay your welcome. If you now 2 weeks, you now agree on 2 weeks, now 2 weeks,
Facts,
please.
facts. It's so depressing, actually. This thing we're talking about, please. And if you listen to 3-4 and you're hearing this, please send us experiences. I want to hear about your experiences because it's like we all agree on this. But then who are the people who do not understand this, like do not get this? Because or is it an attitudinal problem, or what is the problem actually when people live with people? Like what is that thing? Because I'll give I'll give my opinion on it, but I'll also give a personal experience, right? I've had to okay, so a little bit about when I started working on the island, or when I started working, my first job was on the island, right? So I used to have to commute from the mainland to the island every day. And for every time I had to show up at work, I had to do that. In that period, I contemplated staying with a couple of friends. And at the time, because I understood somehow, I don't even know, because in NYC anyway, I stayed on my own. But in school, when I was in uni, I stayed on campus. So I used to have friends come and share my bed space with me on campus. I didn't think it was a thing, right? But when I started leaving and paying my own rent, when I left my mother's house and started paying my own rent, and just having people who are stranded or people who need to stay, even if it's for the weekend, right? Sometimes when somebody tells you they want to come to your house for, even if for a day, you're already grumbling like, oh my God, I beg, don't even come to my house. Just stay. There's that feeling. But there's now that one that when they now come, they don't leave. Hey, and then it's not that they don't leave, but then they are not also respectful of your space. And
These are the
also,
people.
do you
Sorry, these are the
understand?
people that will say the next morning, what are we eating today? What's available? Are you
Do you understand?
are you crazy?
Which food? Me that I don't used to eat in the morning, it's gone safe. So where are we going to start the breakfast from? I'm not breakfast, like I'm trying to change that. However, like I'm that person. I just wake up in the morning. When I start to think about food is in the afternoon, right? And living with another person is so inconveniencing, especially if it's a small space. Let's talk about small space, because some of us, we grew up with people who lived in our houses, our cousins, family, friends, help, whatever it is. We had people who lived in our houses, and we saw our parents also sort of admonish us, or not, depending on how the person that is living with you behaves, but there's just that thing when you go into another person's house and you stay there. There is the reaction from the person you're staying with, and the reaction from the person that is also coming to stay. That's the truth, because guess what, the POVs are so different, so different. This thing I'm talking about, I want somebody to write to us about this thing, because the person has experienced it both ways very recently, and it's so interesting. But the thing is really maddening. There are some house rules when you go to a person's house. First of all, I think that the unwritten rules should be, when you go to a person's house, when you communicate to them how long you'll be staying is so important. Don't assume that, yeah, because this person opened their door for me, then you just be like when you open the door to the devil, then the devil is always entering inside your house. You know, that type of thing. There is a beginning and there is an end date. When are you coming? When are you leaving? Anybody who's close to me knows that this is a staple. You cannot, first of all, it can't even happen on me. Nobody surprises me. If you go and carry your bag from somewhere and come and meet me in my house, if you be say, I know they, so go see me. If you like, no tell me, you know. And more than anything, communicate how long you're going to stay in the person's house and respect it. And if you're not going to respect it, or you're going to break it for any reason, communicate that as well. That, oh, I tried to do, oh, I'm coming from, I know sometimes it's so easy to say, I don't want any of my friends to come and stay with me. But you have friends that probably live in other cities that want to come into Lagos and are just looking for somewhere to lay their head until, and trust me, you'll be blessing that person's life if you help them. However, everybody communicate clearly. If you have certain house rules for yourself, communicate that too as a person who is also admitting somebody to come and stay in their house. I don't like this thing. I don't like this thing. And no be fight. Even brother and sister, they fight for us. So if we fight, I don't think that's too far fetched. It's not a problem of that I now hate you. Because a lot of people have lost friendships because of this thing we're talking about. Shady see this house something. Say make I can't sleep for your house. People don't fight. There are people that are no longer talking to each other because of these things. And it's really in the attitude, it's in the fine things, some things are unspoken, just the way the person takes sleep for bed, the way the person pause. There are some people that bathe and they wash the walls while they're bathing, but they forget to rinse it after they wash it. They leave all the soap on the wall. And I don't know who the cleaner that they're expecting to come and clean after them. Some people just don't know as well that they're supposed to clean the walls after bathing. Some people don't know. That's okay, right? But it's not really okay when you're living with somebody else. So you need to be more conscious. Take your time as the person who is also coming to live with somebody to be observing. I'm not itemizing this, but observe how the person lives their life also and try to imitate that to a certain level, because there's only so much you can imitate. And also, you that want somebody to come and stay in your house, tell the person, I like my things to be done like this, I like my things to be done like that. It will take a time for the person to get used to it. So I think that's the time that we never really just like, estimate. Don't really know what to give that time, right? You don't know the time to give a person for them to adjust to you. But like, there's so many things, so many things that happen when two people come and live with each other. Splitting the bills, please. I don't have a what's it called? I'm not from they don't have no wealth anywhere waiting for me in some fat ass account somewhere in overseas. Nowhere. I'm not a profit baby. I bet they come, there's something they call them. Benefit baby. I'm not a benefit baby, please. Me, I'm working for my money. You too, you're working for your money. And if you're not working at the time, pick up something that you can help that person with to make their life easier while you're staying in their house. If you cannot split the bills, because I think it's highly irresponsible for an adult to go and live in somebody else's house and you expect the person to pick up your bills as well. You're a full-on adult as well. I don't think it's a no-brainer. And if you can't afford the bills at that time and maybe you're just living there, sometimes people, they look and say they insult or you're looking down upon me because I'm clean sweeping the house while you go to work. My dear, if
They
that's
look
what
me less.
you understand, they look me less. If they look down upon you, one day you self you go rise. Now person self will come stay for your house, and you will know how it stings when you leave the house a certain way and you come back and you meet it in utter mess. So if you can't split the bills with the person, pick up something in the house to do to make that person's life easier somehow. Please and please. Also, don't be wasteful. You see, say the person they chop 2 slices of bread, you want to eat 6. If you're eating 6, you understand?
Well, you know what?
Tell me.
Then somebody's house is very hard.
No, it's difficult. It's walking on eggshells for real.
So the person cooks rice for you, right? So if you're eating rice, and the person only eats one portion, I go to but you they don't buy you when you open that phone. You want second helping. Maybe the first day, second day, they can treat you like this. But at one point, you're not supposed to chop as person we get the house. You don't supposed to chop as person in the house.
You go when they feel like they adopt you for them.
It reminds me of one American kid series, Black American kid series. So you know how 2 people can be living in one apartment and they'll be paying. So this guy fell on hard times. He could not pay the rent, So it was his friend who was also his flatmate that was paying the rent. But unfortunately, this guy that could not pay the rent was a very useless spender. One day he'll go and buy sneakers. So one day, the guy that was paying all the bills now told her, this guy bought a new pair of sneakers. He collected the sneakers from the guy. He said, you have no right to buy sneakers when you're not paying the rent. These sneakers are now mine. Thank you very much. One day when the guy wanted to overdo his band, overdo his thing, he now brought babe to the house. He took her to bedroom. They were playing slow music. The serious flatmate came and said, no, 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 no. He finished the guy in front of the babe and now took the babe again. He now took the babe again. He said you can't be having sex when you've not paid for rent. It's irresponsible behavior. And that's true. You can't be squatting with somebody. Today you bring babe with light skin. Tomorrow you bring dark skin. The other day you bring leper. Guy, you are doing yourself. Calm down, calm down. This is not a whole house. This is a shelter for you. Shelter. Where a place that you can sleep and wake up.
Facts.
Yeah, well,
Facts.
it's crazy.
No, it's wild though. And you know what? You'll never honestly fully grasp it, as especially as the person who is squatting with somebody, until you have somebody that you have to that needs to squat with you at some point.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll never truly understand it until you are the one in the position to help somebody who needs the same assistance. You go see where they see. I say people don't talk to each other till this day because of this thing.
It's really,
I
it
promise
really breaks.
you.
It breaks relationships, breaks families.
Oh yeah,
it breaks friendship.
yeah, it does. You know, and personally, it's just that thing where I came to a point in my life where I was just like, you know what? In fact, I had to even experience these things in a certain way. I had to experience it personally before for me to also draw that line to say, you know what? If you're coming to my house and you're being vague, first of all, before you come to my house, I will even tell you what is happening with my life first, so that it's not be a situation of, I didn't know. You will know. I will tell you. Don't worry.
It's a case of, you know how. So guys are now saying that in this era that you have to start foreseeing billing before you are being billed.
Listen,
So,
forecasts.
if somebody hits you up randomly, a random person has not messaged you in years, like, bro, Safa, how you doing? No, just but I'm not doing well. Though. Last week I lost my job, money no day, I never pay for 2 years house rent. You go talk like that. But then no, see the billing. Wait, this is not a house of billing. Please.
Suffer Olympics.
This is Sakwa Olympics. Please go back.
Gold medal.
Yeah. I understand that tactic very well, Sha. But at the end of the day, man, you don't want to be in a situation where you have to squat. Or it's annoying anyhow. But sometimes
But you can't help it.
No, sometimes life deals you cards that you cannot just deal with. So be on your best behavior, your best model citizen behavior.
See, both ways, plus the person that is helping and the person that is being helped. Both ways.
And this also includes our Nigerian friends who japa and they go and stay in their friend's house in the Obodo. And you know, say everybody they know they play. So how long, sir?
Listen.
So my guy, how long are you staying? You're 3 months. After 3 months.
Pack out.
No,
they start finding your life.
And that's why I like Yankee safe. There's homeless shelter. So no hard. Anyway, there's YMCA. There's
no YMCA. Way. See,
bro, do you know how many Nigerians? Do you know Tiwa Savage was in a homeless shelter? Do you know that?
I heard in one of my interviews.
Back in the as things bad rich. Look, it could be worse. You could be in Lagos. Which homeless shelter? Well, there could be a homeless shelter in Lagos. I don't know.
I'm sure there are.
If I go homeless shelter,
I think I've heard about that.
If I go homeless shelter, I'm sleeping with one eye. I don't trust nobody. Now then, every day use it could be a human organ, human harvester. They're going to harvest your organs. They go. I don't.
Please don't kill me.
I'm sleeping with table knife.
These are the things that our government's supposed to be asking and enforcing, or just part of the structure, because we have people that have even come from other states around Nigeria to Lagos, and they have nowhere to stay, and there are even people that the government has also displaced right now.
Ideally, also, if you have nowhere to go, you can also just report to the nearest police station and say, oh, you have nowhere to go today, you are stranded overnight. And you just sleep in one of those MPLs, but I'm not sleeping in area F. I'm sorry.
If you see the hot left eye that I gave you just now,
you know why?
I wish you saw it.
Because say you want to sleep for area, they go put you inside cell. They will call the carry around the whole country. Your people will call they find you. They say, please, where's our son?
Shall be arrested for trespassing, first of all.
They will not put case on you. So this guy was one of the daredevil robbers.
Loitering.
No, daredevil robbers who robbed a main market in Delta State, Asaba, to be precise. Kwale.
See our police, they speak pidgin. They know they speak English. What do you have there? That's the only thing they speak in. Oga, what do you have there? That's the only one. Every other thing. And come down from your car. Those two. Or open your bag.
May we know you. May we know you, sir.
Exactly.
May we know you.
Identify yourself. But
Okay.
see, me, I never finished on this house matter. I don't know where we're okay into. Let me bring,
Please.
first of
Okay.
all, thank you and God bless you. Please, I say this because I know that, as I said, there's a demography of people that listen to 3-4 and they're young people, especially between the ages of 25 to 29. You're probably making big life decisions, or just even going through the route right now. If you are a friend who is looking for maybe a person you can stay with, whether it is now you relocating for education, or even here in Nigeria, maybe you got a job opportunity somewhere and you have nowhere to stay and you want to go and stay with the person, please, as best as you can, try to not, first of all, personalize whatever happens to you the best that you can. It's difficult, I know, but try not to personalize it, especially after you have communicated clearly, and you also, hopefully, the person who is taking you on has also communicated carefully. Please, I cannot stress this enough. It is actually annoying. It is annoying both ways. When you have a friend that you are living with too, and you start to feel like, is it because I'm even living in your house, that's why you're treating me like this? That's the devil speaking. Please don't lean into that thought at all. As much as I say again, it is difficult, try your best to try not to personalize it, and work hard to ensure that you actually leave that house when you say you're going to leave. Work very, very hard. I say this, I know someone right now who is in this toxic relationship right now with somebody who was supposed to just stay like a week, that's turned to years. For every time the person is moving, the person that is squatting is also moving with the person. That's how serious this. I dey tell you, I know big guys.
So where are we going now? Where are we moving to? Can you tell us?
Do you understand? See, it's like I'm packing my load, so you didn't even help me pack my things. If they follow and they go to new house, as they move, they follow am. That's it.
My cup, Lord.
See, you have this one is now leaching. Is no more, and is leaching.
That's a blood sucking organism.
Do you understand what I mean? This is parasitic. This is a parasitic behavior. But see, I said it's not. It sounds like a joke right now, but this is realities that people are living with. When you live with somebody, work hard to ensure that you are working to leave that place. 1, 2, contribute. There's nothing like that I'm not doing this one. Contribute whatever it is that you can do. If you want to be washing plates, be washing the clothes, be sweeping the house, be laying the bed, contribute in the house. Especially if you see if the person is all by themselves and is just trying. Contribute. Even if they have a family, help. Pick up something and do. If it's even helping the children with assignments, maybe they know say na wetin you dey do. Help. Not just sit down now, you dey form bros, you dey press phone, you dey laugh on TikTok. Only you know they contribute. Only you dey laugh for phone. Why?
You're the one that knows. Have you see, bro? Have you listened to Two Face and Annie?
Listen. Have you heard what they are doing on social media?
I've heard some inner reports that you don't even know. Please be productive. Thank you.
Do you know? And guess what? Maybe the people in the house want to hear the hot gist too. If that is what tickles their fancy.
If that is what is making you stay, that life
exactly.
You, please
be on it.
Take it very seriously. Please buy data, download, listen to all angles, and give them blow by blow accounts. Thank you.
Do you understand? And see, nothing pass to if they come back sometimes buy bread. Just
bread is always
an
essential commodity. Bread is always.
Do you get? Buy bread, come, or buy akara, something where be say if you motivate the family or the person.
Suya.
You are in the spirit. Suya, buy suya and come back. Don't be greedy. You eat it outside. When the person still buy their own and come home, you eat inside their. Why?
You eat all the onions in joint. Onions joint.
Do you understand? Also, communicate your timing. Some people are that's one thing I always tell people, that if you want to disrespect a person's time, go and live on your own. That's it. If you don't want to have a curfew, go and live on your own. Nobody will ask you, why are you coming back? Where are you going to? Communicate your time, not impromptu, except your relationship with that person is impromptu like that. Okay. But promptly communicate your time schedules. Unfortunately, it's not them monitoring you, it's them also planning their own lives because they have a life. You understand? They have a life. Not that because you say every day from Monday to Friday, you dey always dey sleep for house. Later when weekend come, now you can't go. You can't go till Monday. Communicate that please, I will not be at home so that they go know if they don't see you or if you're okay or you understand. Yes. And they can also plan their life around your schedule. Or you guys can merge schedules to better plan how you want to coexist in that time. It's not easy. It's not easy to coexist with people. I know. And this is you guys. In fact, that one is a conversation for another day. Maybe one day when I have somebody that has stayed around me before. Before I used to be so finicky about everything. In fact, Ayo can even attest to some of it. If water should pour on the floor, I hate seeing spills. It's a pet peeve for me. I don't like to see water on the ground. So once I'm done with anything that has to do with that, I'm cleaning immediately, right? And it's not about you, it's about me. I don't like to see it. But I've also, over the years, people have come to tell me that, oh, Gucci, it makes me feel uncomfortable when I'm here and you're cleaning up after me. I'm not really clean. I don't want to see it. Like, I'm not even thinking about you in that moment. The cocoa is that you have spilled something and I just want to take it off. But everybody on their own, right? Please, if you know that you have somebody that is like that and you are a katakata person, try just to be staying one place. No mean say you no go dey help. Oh. Also, when you make a mess, clean up after yourself. We're all adults, please. This is the only time where that word is actually right. We're all adults. Clean up after yourself. Like nobody's gonna clean up after you, really. Like for real. Try to help, communicate, help, communicate. Keep those two things in mind. If you do all of that, you will see. God will help you. God will help us in this Nigeria. That's what.
Amen.
Amen. Thanks and God bless. That's a good
Okay.
tweet of the week. I loved it.
Yeah.
Amazing.
All right. Let's jump into topics. Not we don't have really anything major to say today. Let's just do the normal, or let's just do like quick what's in the news before we tell you how our weekend went. An update on the HIV wahala that the orange caused. So in retaliation, or Tinubu finally wants to become a president and show that he's a good leader. The Federal Executive Council, which is the president and the ministers, approved a 4.5 billion naira how will I call it now, fund for HIV treatment amid Trump's policies. So the federal government has approved a 4.5 billion naira approved 4.5 billion naira for the procurement of HIV treatment packs to support Nigerians living with HIV/AIDS. This decision follows the U.S. government's emergency humanitarian waiver, which overturned a previous funding pause on HIV treatment in developing nations, including Nigeria. Wow.
Interesting.
Look at that. Nigerian government is shaking its one yash. It's small,
Listen,
but it's shaking its one yash. We shall wait and see if the 4.5 billion naira is actually used to procure these drugs, or it goes to somebody's account where we now go and build a villa or go and buy a house
of course.
in Monaco.
Now what for you? That's the that's the next play. The problem is not the plan. The problem is the execution. Will it be executed
Me no
properly?
go buy fake antiretroviral drugs. Oh. I beg.
Should I already said it last week or 2 weeks ago that they're actually running tests. Like they are being research and testings for locally made ARTs, I think. Yes, no,
Yeah,
ARVs.
ARVs.
Yes, ARVs, right? Yes. Hopefully, this money is also directed towards the creation and execution or production of those drugs after all this research and development.
Amen.
Hopefully, they
Amen.
will actually put it into play. It will work. Amen. Nobody will steal the money.
All right, next one now. This is the big one. Why we are here. So on Saturday, Ugochi and I went to the John Randle Center for Yoruba Culture. I hope that's the official name, because I don't want any of those masquerades to start chasing me in my dream now.
I think John Randle Center or Museum for Yoruba Heritage or something. John Randle. Yeah.
Is the John Randle Center for Yoruba Culture and History. I tried 4/5. I tried. Yeah.
You sure?
And it was
Like
something it was something we were planning since December or November, even before then, because I told her about it, and I went there by chance because I didn't even know the event was even going to take place there, and I said, "Oh, you know what? We should really go
Sly.
there." It's not lying now; it's true.
Sly.
And
I said sly.
oh, sorry, it's not slight, but that's how. That's how, I made sure that I didn't go around the place so that I could still get like first hand excitement when I go there. So on Saturday we decided to go there. We decided to go to this center and also the National Museum, which is opposite it. Yeah.
And the
Um,
third one now. Completed. What do you mean?
we thought, where did we go to again? Did we go to any other museum again?
Think hard.
To go and eat food. Okay, we went to go and eat food. Yes.
No.
Which one again?
Where were you coming from before we went to go and eat food?
Where were we coming from before? I said National Museum now.
No.
Oh yeah, Pop Central. Yeah, we went to Pop Central. I did a quick interview. Stopped there to do a quick interview.
Great.
And we go to saw the wonderful paintings about Nigerian music history. Yes. And I gave her, I was the curator in that one. So I gave her the tour guide. Like, yo, this is this is
I
that.
have videos, guys.
Yes. Anywho,
See, we just breezed over that one. You just glossed over.
no,
You
we're starting
forgot
from
that we went there.
chronological. We're starting from
No,
I forgot.
but you forgot that one.
I
That
totally
one,
forgot.
gung.
At that point,
I said we went to 3 places. 3.
at that
So
third
you
place,
added Amala to the
you know
third
why?
place.
That third place, because that at that point I was starving. I was starving.
But
Beyond normal.
really,
Yes. I was starving.
you were looking put together. You not look now. Even me can shout say I dey go chop.
Okay. So
Okay.
luckily for us, we got there quite early. We got there like 12. You know, we were supposed to get there by 11 because I knew that the place is getting very popular, and as the day goes, more people will troop in. And luckily for us, we got there early, and as we were inside the museum or in the center, that's when people started trooping in. It was very hard to even take picture. Everybody now had to start using angle, start using special angle. But first of all, it's a lovely place. The place isn't 100% functional now. There's a wonderful swimming pool place that is just once that place enters like this, more problem deal. Pictures will go fly, we go come up for that place. It will be actually dope. So everything in the center is written in Yoruba, but there's a translation in English. When we got there, we had to pay the whooping sum of 10K, not 10K per head, but 10K for the two of us. That's 5K, 5K.
Sir.
Yes.
I want to say something, sir.
What is it?
Give me permission to speak, sir.
Please just talk now. Why do you as if you're in camp? Yeah, I know.
Thank you very much for this opportunity. I want to have a suggestion. I want to give a suggestion.
Okay.
So let's walk through this experience. I think it will be more full circle if we walk through this experience through the actual experience of how it happened. I know that that's not something that you like, right? But we can just be mixing it together so that if somebody has the idea of coming from the mainland to the island to this, now they have like a 3D image of what it is to get to that point. You know what I mean? And or what happened when we got there, that sort of a thing. I'm just suggesting that you can give us that sort of insight as you are going on. You understand? That's what I want to suggest. Thank you very much, sir, for this, Mr. Tayo. Thank you.
So you want us to be saying you want us to be saying narrating it together? Is that?
No, I was just saying give from your own POV of how how the day turned. You know what I mean?
And that's what I was doing now. Yeah, I was busy. I was about to enter the cocoa. I was just still at where we paid.
Okay.
Yeah, so
apologies.
We got to the center. Very cheerful guy at the desk front. Very playful guy. So it's 5K appears. The escalator was not working, and I think the escalator is not working because I think last time I went there, it was not working. But they told us the operational facility manager something's not around. But in Nigeria, I don't believe the escalator is not working, but it's normal, And we got into the place. We opened the door, and it is you don't need a guide. It's self-explanatory.
Yeah,
you can walk in. And once we walked in, it is more than just your normal museum. It's like a whole 360 experience. You begin to hear like cultural Yoruba songs, cultural Yoruba incantations and stuff like that. I remember very immersive. The first piece we saw was like a glass box that you had to look through, where you could see all the Yoruba gods. You know,
Mm,
that was the first place we went to, and it was very. The lighting was very good there. It was dark, but
mm,
the lighting was very good.
mm,
So when you step further in, you now begin to see different kind of masks, statuettes, sculptures, and everything. And everything's explained in English and in Yoruba. We'll
mm,
do an Instagram reel of this, and you kind of understand what we're trying to say. You know, and after you do all that whole Orisha part and using Shango staff and using other things, you now get into Yoruba culture properly, where you begin to see artifacts, a lot about Yoruba history, um, masquerades, the kind of masquerades that we have in Yoruba culture, including the Eyo, which is at this point now is I don't know, it's very
mm-hmm.
very it's a popular jingle. Like I said,
Our
it's
guy.
yes, our guy. You get to see other artifacts, you get to see other statuettes, you get to see other Yoruba religions as well. We saw a lot of what's it called? The returnees when they came back from when they came back to settle back in Nigeria from the Caribbeans, they brought in a little bit of voodoo and Catholicism into it. You see all that there. Yoruba music was in display there. Yoruba movies, Yoruba culture, history. What else again? I have to open my phone because I think my phone has the chronological order of how everything went. Hold up, please. Um, I am somewhere there now. Okay. Yeah, so you see the famous Ife heads. Yeah. Um, you see different crowns in Yoruba history or Yoruba culture. You see different statuettes. I've mentioned that. Um, there are places you go, you will begin to see real big edifice of like from Yoruba history and culture, everything properly explained. And this is why music is playing, or you're hearing some kind of sound. So at
Mm,
some point, the sounds get really scary. You look as if you're in a shrine or some stuff like that. But don't be scared. You're not going to die. Nobody's taking you for sacrifice. We took lovely
yeah.
pictures. Um, wait, hold on.
Which
Well,
took the best pictures of Ayo?
so yes, a lot of other mini statues. You see, there's a place you go to. You see little statues of twins that they use for twins in Yoruba culture. That was a nice one in particular. Um, and we said it was very 3D and immersive. I'm looking for something again. And we saw Pestle and Mortar, I'll be Mortar and Pestle, which was very rare because you don't see that in this day and age at all.
Bodies don't need to stress with mortar and pistols, please.
Yeah,
They are
so
food processors.
yeah, I understand. We now get to the part of the Yoruba religion. The Quran was there. Some other ancient religions from Yoruba culture were also there. Different the statues in this place, and there's one lovely place that is painted green. I mean orange. It has trees. They've cut parts of a tree and use it as a stool. It's like a courtyard, right? And there's a tree coming out from the wall. Very colorful tree.
Mm.
That's the best place to take a picture. That's the best place, and it's like a radio there, like an antique radio from the colonial era. Lovely, lovely setting. I've never seen like a museum of heritage like this before in Nigeria. Although you have to understand that I've not been to a lot, out of the few that we have. And that's just another lovely place in there. Where did we go to after that? Yeah, we saw the
National
Ayo
Museum.
Festival. No, no, no. We will take
Oh,
us.
okay.
So we saw Ayo
Oh, I
Festival.
thought. Mm-hmm.
Eyo, I said we saw the Eyo masquerade, not the festival, and he was lined up. The Eyo masquerade was lined up with some scary looking masquerades. There's one that was looking very scary in particular. That one didn't even have drip at all. Then after the scary
Which one
one,
is that one?
the one before the purple one, there was one before the purple one that had horns.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, then we saw this lovely one that had the maddest drip, purple drip, glittering stones in it. It looked really glittering. I don't know there's stones in it.
Shine, shine,
Lovely.
bubble.
Yeah, and there's another one beside it again. Even from the shoe. Oh my lord, this is like the coat of many colors that Joseph dreamt
Honestly.
about. It was wonderful. Then there's the talking drum. You saw the type of drums in Yoruba culture. Then you begin to see a lot of like Yoruba comedy from Baba Salah and all that old, Yoruba movies back in the day where there was how do I call it, cinemas. and stuff like
And
that. Now,
music.
I'm getting music, and of course, you can't go anywhere in this country, or you can't celebrate Yoruba history and music without seeing the man himself, Fela Nicola
Mm.
Pokuti. He had a very huge display, audiovisual display, up there
Mm-hmm.
with a lot of other musicians. We saw Shango's axe like 3 times. Shango's axe was everywhere in this museum. I don't understand the licensing deal they had with Shango, but shout out
It's
to
okay.
Baba, what's the Oba Lukoso, and other shrine. We saw the what warriors used to wear into battle. Yeah, the real ones, the ones that had jazz on them. Uh, yes, and we saw that. Then we saw select gown. The select gown here too. Full select gown. Full
Yeah.
select female select gown regalia.
I think
Full,
that
yeah.
was for religion
Yeah, that's the
as
region
well.
points.
Mm.
Yeah. So the religious part, we also saw different candles of different Yoruba gods, Ogun, Eshu, Obatala, Shango, and the whole Catholicism they added into it again. Like I said, you see this on the Instagram reel when we chop it up finally, because it's a lot. It's a lot. Almost
Yeah.
200, almost 200 videos. Now,
It's so much.
and when you get here, then there's a fashion place. Oh, that fashion place is it's not historic. It's more of contemporary Yoruba fashion, and they collaborated with a lot of fashion designers that Ugochi will tell you about because now she know them.
It's
So
okay.
please, moving over to Ugochi, please.
Oh, so we're speaking about each of the places first, Abby. So
So yes,
the
the fashion place. Like you mentioned, a lot of fashion designers they collaborated with to make that particular section of that's featured in that particular section of the center.
yeah. Okay, so even before we get away from the fashion designers that were present there, there was just also that whole Adire culture happening in. So they
Oh
showed
yes,
there was the part where they had different fabrics from over the years, and as we already know, and I've mentioned on this podcast before, Ankara is not Nigerian, it's not African actually. But like they had that whole Adire, Ashoke, the different styles of what's the name of this buba that men wear? Like agbadas over the
yeah,
years from Ashoke, the particular embroidery for the different types of men and people, and then it went into more fashion transitioning over time from I think maybe the 80s or maybe even before to what we have today. There was big shout out to Ugomoy, of course. Ugo's piece was there. There was a piece from Tiffany Amber. There was one from Post Imperial. Um, I think there was Lisa, but I'm not certain. But they were just a consult. There were different contemporary amazing Nigerian brands just represented there, and with their different styles, and what's it called now? There are different styles and different representations of Yoruba culture, as it were,
yeah,
because all the outfits were tending towards no, not necessarily the designer's creativity, but the designers in creativity in line with the Yoruba heritage and culture. It was
yeah.
so good to look at. I'm really proud that there's even like a platform for this, and it even inspires more cultures. You know, the other big two, the Hausa, the other
I
big
think
two.
everybody actually it's
Yeah.
inspirational that this can be done and
Mm-hmm,
done on a
mm-hmm.
very model and it's not it's standard. This is what you get almost anywhere in the
Exactly.
world. This is pretty much standard. There is an interactive place where you can step into so you put your feet somewhere and you begin to dance like a masquerade.
A
Yeah.
masquerade.
There are actually two, but the second one was not on then. Now you begin to have the powers of a god. You begin to act like you are a god and it's display on screen. But the one of the
Oh,
masquerade.
really?
Yeah, that's the one we now that was at the other end where there's all those
Oh,
fancy.
that was off.
Yeah, that was
Excuse me.
off. Yes.
By the way, there was a video of me dancing as a masquerade, and I didn't capture it.
Sorry, that video was lost. Sorry, that's video.
I'm telling you, you did not
That's
video me a
no. I
whole time.
sorry, my
Was
bad.
hard.
Sorry,
I'm
my
telling
bad.
you. No, you
But
guys, let me tell you.
I did catch Ugochi twerking in front of a king statue or a king's replica. Yes, which is actually
See, he
majestic.
might pick me out of the maidens to be one of his brides. Be there. You go
Okay.
there, I go there, they follow
If you
and they
want,
waka for street.
if you want pick, if I don't pick you that day, just to say you know if you come out to that center that day, like what's happening?
Now because I wear face cap now, when you know see my
And
face, he's looking for me actually.
there is a painting that I think was the best painting in this place. Is that
Which
painting
one?
of where they were hammering the iron? There's a man in the middle, he's wearing pure white, and they're like in a, it's like they're melting iron. I can't remember. Huge one that was around that cube, that very colorful cube that we went to.
Cube.
It's not a cube, it's
Which
like a
cube?
gateway where we took all those fancy pictures, like a disco. They
Oh
had those
yeah,
disco
yeah,
lights. There was a mad
yeah.
painting beside that place. Bro, that painting was like probably 10 feet to 12 feet.
Oh, it's before that. It's beside
Yeah,
it
it's
now.
beside it.
Is
Yeah, it's
you
beside
they
it.
you know you just confuse me
Sorry,
small now.
sorry,
It's
no verse,
beside
ma.
that
Beside it.
that
That painting was
painting.
whoa, like bro. I'm like, yes. When
See,
I get this one, this is it. This is
no,
it.
it was something. It was really something.
Yeah.
It was.
Then you get to one place that's like a gate. Like it's a, I call it a cube, but it's like a gate actually. With a lot
Mm-hmm.
of fancy lights, which is a lovely place. I don't know what that place stands for, but I guess they want to use that place for another thing else in future because that hall looks quite empty. Even though he had a lot
You.
of, they had a few photos there. They had a photo, they had like 3D images of popular Nigerian gods, and there was this. So there are two other screens. One was a very reflective art. It's like you looking into a stained glass mirror, but it's
Mm,
moving at the same time, and you can see trees. It feels like a creation of like the Yoruba culture when you look at
mm-hmm.
it. And there's another one that is like a film where Yoruba gods are flying in the air and they cause chaos in
Mm.
society. Bro, if you want to do something on a weekend, I guarantee you this is the best thing you can do. It is fulfilling,
True.
it is rich, it is inspiring that we can do these things in this country and it will make sense. And it celebrates the culture because and your history at the end of the day,
Mm-hmm.
which is necessary.
Mm-hmm.
Like when we got to like the second
Exactly.
half of this place, by the time we turned around, everybody a lot of people were in here. A lot of
Mm-hmm.
people were coming here. There was a guy I saw, he was on a group WhatsApp call with like his family members and he was showing them all the art pieces and all the other stuff.
Exactly.
And this is how it's create. And I earlier met the curator of this place, and he said they still have a lot of things they want to do with this place, and I
Mm-hmm.
believe them because there's some empty parts of the center, this particular gallery and all that stuff. But if you have the chance, please go here. If you are coming to Nigeria, and apart from just going to club and going to Yolo Beach, please, this is the place you should go to. It is wonderful, breathtaking, almost
Fact.
yeah, and it is just shout out to the people who did it. I don't want to mention their name because they know they try. We shall not mention their names, but
It's okay.
anyways, nice. And we took a lot of lovely pictures. Shout out to that lady who took Ugochi and I at that. I think it's Tree of Life because I don't even know what that place is again. It
That
looks
is
like
so gorgeous.
that place is gorgeous. It looks like the Tree of Life, you know.
It feels like that tree for Tales by Moonlight. You know, that big tree
Yeah, it
where
feels like
you
that
get
big
to
tree.
sit. Yeah. I
It
think that
feels
was
like
the
a
setting they
courtyard.
were trying to. Yeah. I think that was
Yeah.
the setting they were trying to create.
Mm-hmm.
Like, come and listen to the story. Come and sit down and listen to the story. Gather under the tree. Felt
Yeah.
like
True
it.
that. And there's an
Also,
affiliate. Okay, continue. Don't let me break
and I
you.
say like the it's really cool inside, so you don't need to be afraid of if you wear makeup if it will melt away or if you'll be
There's a
hot
reason.
inside.
There's a reason why Ogochi is saying this, and we'll get to that part
Please don't kill
very
me.
soon. Very, very soon.
See, it's really the air is really good, and see, kudos to Nigerians for just trying to wear perfume. Ah, God. I mean, somebody later destroyed it for us, but it was so good because now the AC was working well, so you know that whatever bad thing just moves around, everybody's going to get a piece. But it was amazing to know that a lot of people came and were mindful of other people by wearing, but deodorants and stuff like that. It was fantastic, and it's really cool, you guys. I say it again, the the atmosphere in the place is really cool, like literally and figuratively. It's so cool, so don't be worried about that. You have a great time. That painting that you were talking about, there was also the part where they were doing Yoruba art transition over the years. I think
Yeah.
that's what that was. I had to go and look for
Oh,
my
yeah,
photo.
yeah, yeah. That was
Yeah, like
also yes.
exactly. So from the religion and how it poured into the art that was made at the time and all of that, blah 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 blah. Blah. There was that showing, but great experience for sure. You guys, it's one thing, Ayo said something that when you come back, it's not just about going to the club. And this is very important. Even at the end of all of this, we're going to reiterate this again. We are people who do not even know where we are coming from. How are we then going to know where we're going to? And this cuts across a lot of people. A lot of people are so ignorant about Nigeria. And it affects everything, even affects our decision making, apparently. And we leave it to propaganda or people who want to tweak reality, tweak history, as it were, to deceive us over and over and over again. When our momugo ends, you understand? So please, if the school, if they say now they're signing back history into our curriculum. At the almost see Gemini, Gemini is legit responding to me. um if you're somebody who's even thinking remotely about where is this country and you're curious, I think that the gift of the mind is curiosity. Feed your curiosity. Ask yourself, why are we even here? First of all, the problem is that a lot of us have stopped being curious, which is fine, which is okay to a certain extent. However, they're bringing history back into our curriculums, but we should also try to also like expose ourselves to information, find it, consume it, so that you can retort when somebody says something to you. Well, thank God for 234 Sha. That's why we're also here. So
Yeah.
visit.
So if you go outside, there's a lovely amphitheater. It looks like an amphitheater, Sha, and there's a lot of open space again which can be used. Like I said, it is not yet a finished work. It's still ongoing, and I just can't
Yeah.
wait to see the next phase that this is going to be. It's going to be totally remarkable. There are empty halls or empty spaces below. It's like a two-story building, or yeah, I think it's like a two-story building at the end of the day. So it was very calm. We took our pictures, we did everything, and just because we said we wanted to balance everything up, like how can we come to this center and not go to the National Museum that is just opposite? You won't take more than 20 steps before you get to the National
Literally.
Museum.
You just cross the road.
And when we first got into National Museum, Ugochi had to give me tissue because it was hot. That's all I can tell you. We paid 1.5 each. Yeah. And they asked us if we needed, like, if we wanted like a guide. And we said no. Since the last one we didn't need guide. So this one we don't need guide.
You know what? We should have
Yeah.
actually asked them how much it would cost if we wanted the guide, because I
Is that
think the
is that
idea
man
was
the,
to pay.
is that man that they are giving us? I beg. That man did not look. That man was coming that he looked like he was coming that white babe. That white babe was looking.
No, we were not going to take the guide, but we'll just ask so that we even know how much it was or
Okay.
how much it is, so we can support local industry.
Now so
Let's just even know how much it was, even if we wanted the guide.
So when they showed us the right way to enter, because we thought we were going through the courtyard first, we entered the right way. The first 25%
Left.
left. The first 25% of that National Museum is dedicated to the works of one man. We saw those man's photo. Him and the Queen Elizabeth. The Queen Elizabeth, this thing that we saw. They took different pictures of this man. Like, bro, come on. But to be fair, we saw a lot of artifacts too. They have a lot of various historical artifacts. So it's a lot of what you are seeing is stuff that has been dug up. So it's not like the center where it's more like it's a 360 experience of Yoruba culture in entirety and how it has evolved over the years. It's more of archaeology. That's what I can say. This is archaeology right now. So they're digging up stuff from the past and presenting to us. And they have lots of that. We saw different types of drums, canes, sticks, crowns, very narrow hallway, so to say. And it hasn't,
Sculptures, yeah.
sculpture. And it hasn't been optimized for great pictures. It's lit up properly, but isn't optimized for great pictures. Shout out to the AC they had there, and shout out to the Oxfam that came through. That two of them were working overtime. And we went there, a lot of stuff from, like I said, pre-independence, colonial Nigeria. But I won't lie, Gocha and I just came to see one thing, and one thing only. Yes, but we did our due diligence. We did the culture. We went to the courtyard. We took a picture with Queen Elizabeth. I showed somebody that picture. She said, "Who is this?" I said, "Like Queen Elizabeth." I said, "This doesn't look like Queen Elizabeth." Well, anyway, we'll move on.
Please don't kill me.
Yeah. So we did our due diligence. We now entered the second hall, and that hall. You know what? If they had dimmed the lights the way they dimmed the lights at the John Randle Center, It should have been a horror movie.
Which one?
Because
Which horror?
the
Okay, with the
second
one with
horror,
the masquerades, Abby.
bro, we saw masquerades and marks. I
Listen.
can bet you those things still have power. All it takes is for the right person to
This
activate
is
them.
just power.
Those things have
Actually.
jazz in them. There's no way. How were people worshiping these things? I don't understand. But anyway, we did that. And when we got to the end, we now asked the lady, lovely lady, by the way, please, we are actually here to see the car that Murtala Mohammed was assassinated in. And it is not in the main building anymore. It's not in the open space. It has been taken to the third, I would say the third building, a very small building, and that is the Nigerian
Sha
government.
outside, Sha.
That is outside. The Nigerian government history building. Now, I don't know the reason why they put all those pictures of all those men there, because I mean, I know my Nigerian history. But the woman opened it to us. She sat down with us, and we saw the car where, Murtala Mohammed, the head of state, was assassinated in. This month, actually, was the month he was assassinated in. I don't know, that's before Valentine.
3rd of February.
Oh, 3rd of February, yes. On his way to work at on Lagos Island. And we saw the bullet holes there.
Ikoyi.
Bro, those bullet holes, they mean that guy. It was everywhere. Oof, 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 oof. Like, no, it was really mad. And the car is still in pristine condition. It still looks very good. Apart from the bullet holes and the empty windows and the bullet holes on the windscreen, you could take that car outside and be a bad guy. You can pull a chick or two.
Sleek.
Yeah, very sleek. We had to take pictures with it at the end of the day. At this point, we were tired. We were done. One woman tried to hustle us to come and buy tie and dye. With just no, we gave her the run. We gave her the run around, and that's how we left. We finally left the National Museum, and I went to Pop Central briefly to go and do an interview for a documentary.
I didn't follow you there. We didn't go there.
I said we. I said we.
You said I went to the.
Oh, sorry, my bad. It's okay. Sorry, we went there. First of all, Ugochi was like, "Oh, she's tired." When she now saw the place, like, "Oh, okay, this is nice."
I followed.
This is very, very nice. So I did my interview sharp, and I showed her around the place, at least the ones that we had that we could still go to at the time, because I think some of them will be taken down. And lovely paintings, by the way. If you guys missed it, hopefully there'll be another one this year to celebrate 7 decades of Nigerian music also. You can also go there and see the wonderful artworks or celebrating all the major stars we've had in Nigeria. And when we left there, we had to just go and do one thing, to go and eat at the end of the day. I was famished that day. I was really famished at the end of the day. And that's how our day ended up. I still had to go to somewhere on the island. Funny enough, do you know I know that place that place I was asking about?
Oh yeah.
Because that place is where Jay's Diners is. It's just before Jay's Diners.
Now it's the same court. Exactly. I should have even just said
that.
Yeah,
when the driver was not entering, I was like, oh, see me, look at what the whole wala. I just did my thing.
Yeah, I was just in that pit. All of them are in that courtyard there.
Yeah, but that made our experience that Saturday. Like, it has set the ball rolling for how we want to cover some of the, the places we want to go to this year. Hopefully,
we've always done that actually.
We've always done that actually. We've been friends for a long time. We'd like to go to Badagry Village. We'd like to go to the Brazilian quarters in Lagos Island and other cool places. Fellas Museum is another place we'd like to go to, and other different places, and just show people that you don't really have to. That even if you want to go around Nigeria, you can start with Lagos, and there are a lot of places to go in Lagos that won't cost you an arm and a leg, and to just show that how history is among us, but we don't really know it and we don't really appreciate it. But yeah, that's how it went. Hopefully, you guys Friday of this week, maybe the reel will be out, because I've just been able to upload the videos I want to use on Google Drive. Finally.
Yeah, so, I even said I was going to share I'm going to share it. Let me not forget, so that we can we can dump everything inside there as well.
I found a soundtrack that goes with it. Shout out to you guys.
Oh, finally!
Common. So you guys will have to look for this one and die. But to be out probably Thursday and Friday. And hey, February is here. Who knows where we're going to next? Aha.
Who knows?
But that's our week went. That's our trip to the John Randle Center for Yoruba Culture and History went. Lovely place. Lovely, lovely, amazing place. I heard that Benin something is happening in Benin equivalent to that. That'll have most of the artifacts that have been returned back. And I can't wait to go to that one. I can't wait to definitely go to that one.
Very, very true. That one, I hope is they also do it up nice. The current museum in Benin right now, it wasn't as encouraging, to be honest. And
Or the one in Ife that we went to that was beside the Obas
ah,
Palace.
that one, I don't even know that one. Hmm. Eh,
That
hmm.
one they told us we could not
You know
take
what?
pictures. They actually told us we could
Exactly.
not take pictures inside. Oh,
With that their own is a mock up this
eh,
thing that they
so
put
what?
on there. That's
So what were they
I was so
hiding? What were
confused.
they hiding? Look at the
The
courtyard itself. That courtyard was very similar to the courtyard in National Museum. It's like a courtyard.
actually.
I think they like courtyard in Nigerian museums.
Oh, it's part of our architect, like the pre-colonial
Oh,
architecture as
I
well. We
see.
had
I
they
see.
had a lot of courtyards, yeah,
I
for
see. I
sure.
see. I see. But
It's
that's
part of the
is
storytelling.
well, please, whoever is in charge of that museum should go to John Randle Center and just see how things have been done. I also think the National Museum can also have a major or facelift as well.
Yeah, but like, do you want to critique it more? Maybe either the national ones. Is there anything else you want to critique?
I
Because
feel
yeah,
that Mutala Mohammed's car should be
mm,
in the main building and it should have a spotlight on it and be rotating.
as it
And
was
then
before, actually.
yeah, and there should be like a recorded voice narrating the events of that day and how it
Mm-hmm,
went down
mm-hmm.
and who Dimka was. Dimka was the man who assassinated him and how he tried to hide and everything that played around.
He plotted the coup,
He plotted the coup. Thank you. And also
but he
assassinated
wasn't
him.
the one that fired the shots.
Are you sure he's not the one?
No, he wasn't the one that fired the shot. Dimka
Oh,
didn't
okay.
fire it.
Oh, okay, but whoever did share, I feel that
Mm,
that will be a major attraction. And I also think they should bring more contemporary things. Even though it's great to see the knock art, the Ife art, and all the other stuff, they should bring more contemporary things. And presentation matters. Presentation matters. They're just
exactly.
lazy. If they use cardboard, they do something. Some things,
Exactly.
some artifacts in that quarter are just basically left on their own. Like, please, whoever you want to look at it, look at it. You don't look at it, move on with your life. There was no spotlight.
Exactly.
But you see the difference. Like, I'm not thinking I'm going to do a review for National Museum, but we definitely are going to do a review for Randall Center. Sha.
Why are we not going to do a review for National Museum?
We will do, but that one will be bonus content. I beg.
No, it's not content. I was once saying content.
It is
No,
bonus video.
no. See, we're going. Okay, anyway, we'll talk after the pod, but we shall put it there because we're also going to put the Pop Central curation, the exhibition we went to go and see at Pop Central as
I
well.
bet send that one.
Put
Send that
everything.
one because I don't have that one.
I'll send it to you.
Okay.
Okay. Let me my own POV of events. First off, I had actually originally planned to go to the museum on Friday. I proposed Friday, but you guys, I went out on Friday and I don't want to do the two of them because somebody is getting older. You understand? So you need to rest. And I still didn't rest anyway. So we agreed to meet the next day, which was Saturday. Woke up bright and early in the morning. And thank God Ayo suggested that we go early because you guys, if we had gone later, I don't think we would have had as much of an immersive, peaceful experience as we did if we went later. But thank God that we went earlier. So Ayo got to the place. He got to John Randle Museum before me. And he waited at the KFC opposite in, I think, at the Museum Center. Or Abi, is that what was that place that you were waiting?
As I entered, that's when you came. That's when you got me. As I just
Okay,
opened the
okay.
door, that's how you just.
Okay. And so we went into the John Randall Museum. Really gorgeous landscaping, very beautiful space. I don't notice something I have never noticed actually, or maybe it was just for that place. Maybe that's why that the grass wasn't green. That we don't have green grass there. Anyway, that's by the way. So we got inside. Really nice guy at the reception, as I rightly said. Chatty, chatty, chatty. Um, he had a joke or two, and we had to walk up the escalator, which was fine, to be honest. If you really think, that there was a time that when the Muson Center opened earlier on, I think this was in the early 2000s, right? They had an escalator there, and people used to just go to the Muson Center just to get on the escalator. And so what they would do is that when there is high traffic, they turn it off so that people will not abuse it. which is maybe that's what is happening with John Randle. What do you think?
Maybe, sure. It's possible. It's a possibility.
Maybe, you
Nigeria is big.
understand. People can abuse it. We've seen pictures of people falling off escalators. So let's say affliction not rise a second time. So they just off from JJJJ. But anyway, we got in amazing. Um, the experience of the place. I was already giving all that detail, but like there were finer things as well. Away from the fact that it was cool, it was very self-explanatory. We didn't need anybody to follow us through. We could you could in fact there's so much to see. I don't think we saw everything as critically as we're meant to see it. There was so much to see. There was, I already know that place that the king was that you said that I was talking in front of the king. That whole place talked about some royalty there as well. Oh. That
Yeah,
whole
yeah, yeah.
enclave like that. It talked about royalty and all the tidbits. It was fantastic, especially if you don't know so much about Yoruba history. It was a nice place to just see and experience it as well. As there were parts of the place where I mean everything was in sections, but it also told a unified story. It was very seamless. Um, I sort of got really curious about John Randall as well, and I realized that because why is it John Randall Center of Yoruba Heritage? Why is it not a Yoruba name though? You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, I
Actually,
get you.
I actually thought about that for a second, and I was wondering why that was, and I found out that John Randall was actually a Sierra Leonean who was a slave in the Oyo Empire at the time, but
Yep.
he had also later gotten his freedom and became a doctor and came back to, I think, somewhere in Europe, and came back to Nigeria to start his practice early back in the day. And I was like, wow, that's so interesting, because I wondered why the name of the museum was sounded very English, but I mean that all probably ties into the reality of the Yoruba heritage and all that has happened with us as cultural people, as us as people culturally, with the mix of religion, the mix of different countries coming to colonize us, and just how that has also transformed how we see ourselves even till date, you know. So it was nice to see. We spent like a good 2 hours in that place, actually.
Yep. And you don't know. And you don't know actually.
You really wouldn't. Time and space would just be passing and you don't know. It's really nice. It would be great for people who are curious about their heritage or culture or heritage as it were. And it's a good place for a date. You don't need to break the bank. As I rightly said, 5,000 naira per person. Apparently it was increased. We don't, maybe not, but yeah, 5,000 naira, and you have all that experience and you're learning and you're also doing fun things like the dancing masquerade illusion thing. That was great. That holographic masquerade dancing, that was really great. And sometimes it's also good to just experience something else that isn't food, and you're in Lagos Island, there's food everywhere, so that's good. So we left there. We went into the National Museum, and from the gates, one Adubo has already told us, "Hey, where both of you going to?" We already were walking to the right place, so we didn't need anybody to tell us where to go to. We already knew that right in front of us was where we're going to get tickets to enter. The guy just razzled us from no place. Hey, where are you guys going to? We're like, once he said, okay, go forward, go and get your ticket there. Yes, sir. Thank you, because we're going to miss our way, apparently. But anyway, we got in. The lady who was supposed to give us tickets wasn't available on seats, but she finally came in, very polite, very nice, both of them, which is very weird for government workers. They were really sweet. Quite patient too. Charged us 1.5 each to get in. We were going to turn right, as I rightly said, but then we turned left. Now, left going in had these pictures of this man that kept on popping up everywhere. And when we looked closely, we realized that he was actually an old time sculptor of a lot of artifacts that we see here in Nigeria, statues, sculptures, all of it. His name is Ben Enwomu. Enom Enwonwu, yes, if I'm not mistaken. I hope I pronounced that right. He was a painter and a sculptor, but I think more notable for his sculpturing. And throughout the first part of that museum, his works were nicely displayed, as well as old artifacts just representing different cultures from the Benin to the Igbos to Yorubas, different. We don't really see things about the North in the museums, Ayo. Do you notice that?
Yeah, it happen.
Why is that though? Because is it that they don't want their, I don't know,
I guess
notably.
I guess we'll have to go to the Abuja Museum to find out.
Is there an Abuja museum? Never
Oh yes,
thought about
there's
it.
a museum about night. Yeah, I'll show you the place. It's sort of like the John Randle Center, so very very modern.
Okay. Never
Yeah.
actually thought about that in Abuja, but be nice to see Hausa culture because the museums in Lagos seem to have just about the Benin or Yoruba, Benin and some part of the East as well. Enugu. It was mostly Enugu we saw there actually. Nothing, no other Eastern. Maybe Enugu, Anambra. Don't really see so much of Imo, but yeah. Great hallway. It was of course not as expansive. The floor of the place was not as expansive as that of the John Randall Museum, but for what it was and for because we expected less actually. We didn't expect that much, but we
Oh
got
yes, I saw that less.
oh yeah, we expected so much less. We expected so much less, but we got better than that. So we're happy about it. And it looks like the place just recently got renovated. I think they mentioned too. So really nice. Of course, going through the sculptures. The next place we went to, the first part of the museum, it was all about sculpting. There were sculptures from different times in Nigerian history, as well as the Queen Elizabeth sculpture that was or statue that was in the courtyard that linked to the next part where it was more traditional with masks, food, things to create things used back in the day to make food, the kind of items that were used, that native sponge soap, that one was more how do I say, it was more cultural than the sculptures that we're seeing before. We're seeing different masquerades from different tribes. There were some masquerades that, my God, if as I already, if they really turned, if the lights were any dimmer than that, you
I think
would be
some of them would.
setting. Do you understand?
I think I saw one move. Just
I
move. Just
I don't doubt it. They actually moved. But it was really nice. We had thought that when we entered there, because when we entered the second part of the museum, we had asked for the car of the car that Murtala Muhammad was assassinated in. But they were like, oh, just turn the floor. You see it at the back. We're like, okay, we don't know the back they were talking about was back outside somewhere. So we really went and toured the entire place. And then we did, as when we didn't see it, we came to the front. I feel like those people were being shady up front. I don't know. Ayo, if you were feeling it. Me, I feel like they were being shady.
for the sake of the woman trying for us, so let's just I just then try.
Yeah, they tried. They tried. So we asked and they took us to the spots that really brought us there. The Mercedes Benz of our leader, our one-time military leader, Murtala Muhammad. We took us to the motor where they shot him. It was so great to see. The room has Nigeria's history as well, presidents, monarchs and times in history of rulership that had happened over the years. I think even before our independence in 1960, the entire room had pictures of all the bad guys and all the good guys. Even Tinubu's picture was already on the wall, so he has entered the hallmark of fame already. Such an amazing car, such an amazing piece of history lying here in the heart of Lagos. And it's just that thing where a lot of people probably don't even know about it, or don't even know that it's right there. Murtala Mohammed is actually how many years after? It's 1970? Is it 1976?
I know it's
Was it
1970
1970?
something. Probably 1976, I think.
I think in 1976, February 3rd. 1976, Murtala Muhammad was assassinated in Ikoyi, coming from the government house, entering the streets.
He was ambushed by his niggas.
13th
Ambush.
February. 13th February. I need
13th
to.
February. Okay.
Yeah, very close to Valentine. 13th February 1976.
Okay. 13th February 1976. And he quite me, I just knew there was three inside there. Whether it was I could not remember, maybe okay. But it was he was shot in broad daylight on the road in Ikoyi when he was trying to when he was going out. I think he was pulling up to work or something, and they shot him right there.
Yeah, he was going to work. On his way to
He was
work.
going to work. We saw all the bullet holes. We also saw the tires, because the tires that are on the car right now are not the original tires. They had put it in the trunk for preservation, but really interesting to see. That was when Nigerian presidency was blood and water. If they no draw your blood, they no go grief for you. But great. It was great to see. We had a great time. The ground for the National Museum also has a park, a very beautiful park, very well kept. You have games to play. So if you're going in a group, or you're in schools and you're going for excursions, there's that place to. You don't need to pay anything extra. I think it's open for all to enjoy. So you can just go there, have a little wind down time. The trees are great canopy for you, so to protect you from the heat. It was really great. We had a great time. Then Ayo had an interview for or something. He kept on saying he had something to do for 2 o'clock. I said okay. So as he was going, I was thinking about conserving Uber money. And I said, let me follow Ayo. So that anywhere I stop, I will not continue my journey from there. That's why I now followed him. And as I was entering the place was looking nice. The building was beautiful. I said, me too, I want to come inside. And luckily for me, I was granted access. Ayo is breezing over it, but me, I did not co-curate a exhibition, so I'm going to tell you people about it. I also have a video of Ayo giving us a brief rundown of the works displayed at the exhibition. But now, as a consumer of the art that was there, it was very colorful. That's one thing I would say off the bat, because the room was is a white space, but the artworks are so colorful. They are not just only art pieces in terms of paintings, but they also statues and sculptures that they have there. Was that also part of the curation? Because
Yeah. That's part of it.
really,
Yes,
those things,
those abstract things that you saw, the first act of the
yeah,
something. Yeah, it's part of it too.
yes, FS exactly. Oh, but we didn't do that one. Oh. That would have been nice to come from the co-curator's mouth directly, so that we can have the in-depth context. But that
Nah, so
time, you understand, we cut on it late, so it's only the pictures that we gave a summary of. We'll definitely post it somewhere. Maybe I'll start with my stories first, but then post it somewhere for sure. But that was such a highlight. That was such a good way to sort of end the day, because away from coming from all that culture that we had come, or all that history that we had consumed, and coming into or zooming into Nigerian music specifically, and how it has grown over the years. 70 years of Nigerian music, yes.
yep.
Wait, Ayo did well to explain some things, from the Onyeka Onwenu to the King Sunny Ade to the Burna Boys to the Santis. I was hearing different names and seeing different ways that the artists had creatively brought these stories to life right there in the. I don't know if it's a museum what we call that place now. Is it a studio?
Just like a gallery. It was an office. They
Okay,
just converted it into a
okay.
gallery.
Okay, so it's a gallery, it's a studio, it's a lot of things. It's a creation, it's a creator's hub, it's a creative hub rather. That's the word. It's a creative hub, and if you have the time, and I don't know if it's open to the public. Is it open to the public?
Now it's not, but later in the year it will be.
Okay. When it becomes open to the public, I urge us all to actually go and have a look. It's a very colorful way of depicting Nigerian history through music, and they did a great job at it, in my opinion. You can go and find out for yourself and tell us how you feel about it. It was great to see, and then we got hungry and we left there and went to Amalaskai. Please tell me, this is me even wanting to Tasi Ayo. I wanted to say it that day, but I said I will wait for you. Please tell me who goes to Amalaskai to eat rice.
I'm really tired. I shall not bow to peer pressure. Thank you very much.
Wow, wow, wow. Please, I don't that be we don't appreciate that. You cannot go all through all that culture and all that, and you are even from the kingdom that even makes it the most. And
Now,
we
so
got there, and you went to go and eat rice. Ha. How can you be eating rice hard? It's just some things that you cannot just mix the flavor. If you go to Amalaskai, you go and eat amala. Period.
it's not expiring anytime soon now. So yeah, next time.
Do you even like amala? I don't think you do.
I
Never heard you talk about it before.
I don't. How will I not be romanticized? Be romantic about food, please.
But if it's rice, you are romantic about that.
No, I've never been romantic about rice. It's just food now.
See, please, brand, you have to be eating amala steady. Don't be so that we know that. Please, that's me anyway. I love amala. That's my comfort food. Beats me, but it was so nice. It was such a great way for us to end the day. We had a tete-a-tete, and we thanked ourselves for the day well spent in
We said our
history.
goodbyes.
We said our goodbyes. We said our goodbyes. Yes, and we called it a day.
A day.
Thank you very much.
Yeah,
that was
so
such
you
an
guys,
interesting one.
Yeah, so cross your fingers. The reel will be out very, very soon. And engage. Like, you're not the one that you sit and you know like. Because you took me going to take me hours. Thank you very much.
Exactly.
And this is not your random Instagram reel. This is well edited. Thank you very much.
Please don't kill me. This is well edited.
Yes, it's well edited.
We appreciate your prowess, sir. We appreciate Mr. Tayo. We appreciate your prowess.
Thank you very much. Okay, after our journey into history and culture, let's bar out with two of our regular features: flop of the week and pop of the week. Which one do we start for? Let's start on the good notes. Pop of the week has to go to Thames, one of a kind. She was at the Grammys and she won the Best African Music Performance category. Shout out to Thames. Our moms was there. Our peoples were there. Shout out to her for repping Nigeria. And as usual, our politicians who did not invest did not invest one dime in Nigerian music industry. We're congratulating her. But as the saying goes, success has many fathers, failure has none. So shout out to Thames for flying the Nigerian flag very, very, very high in the international scene. God bless. One love, Thames.
I have a question for you.
What's the question, please?
What would you say to maybe just motivate people on this Thames win? I don't know. Or what does this Thames mean for local musicians? Let me not say upcoming because nobody wants to be called upcoming, but for the local industry, local sector, the local music industry, and just musicians who are also looking to be on that stage someday. What does this mean to them? What does this look?
Just keep doing you, man. 10 years ago, 15 years ago, it sounded like 20 years ago, it sounded absurd that Nigerian artists will even visit the Grammys. Now you're being a nominee and you're going on stage and you're accepting an award. Just keep doing you, man. The world is listening. The world is actually smaller now thanks to the internet, and nothing is impossible. It could be you. It could be you next year on that Grammy stage. So just keep working hard and don't release crap music. Release good music. That's what we can say. Yeah.
I saw one documentary or one interview that Melody put up on her story where Shay Shudimu was speaking about,
and that was like years ago.
Yeah. Exactly, about the Love Me JJ track and saying how people weren't receptive to the song when it started, like when he released it.
And the flop of the week goes to an Ogun State monarch who was who brutally attacked a 33-year-old man. Thankfully, the monarch has been arraigned and he has been suspended by the Ogun State governor and has been taken to court. I don't think because you are a ruler, a monarch, that you should behave like a vagabond at the end of the day. You are representing history and culture and tradition, and you should uphold those values. So for that's our flop of the week. Shame on that monarch. And yeah, guys, thank you guys for listening. We're done, wrapped up. We're going to give you another great episode next week. Stay tuned. If you want to send fan mail at 234essential.com.
Thanks, guys. Be kind.
Peace.